Okay, good morning. No, I'm going to, I'll trim this. I'm going to pin myself because I haven't pinned myself. So you'll be on the recording with me otherwise. Okay, big breath in and let's start again. So good morning, Florence here for Gracefully Moving on a Friday morning. And today, the energy doesn't feel that high in the group, but I had wanted to bring a new discovery of mine. I moved in a different way this week, and I'm not might not be completely ready to teach it, but I see it as let's have fun. So let's do it. For this, I will need you to have nearby at least a blanket, possibly two, possibly a blanket and a cushion. And that will be to be protecting you behind and your lower back just in case. And then have with you a block as well. And that will be what we will need for this session. So you're going to come onto your mat standing and just arriving into your feet, aligning, stacking up the body gently so that you come into a really meeting the joints. So from the feet and the ankle, you can meet your knees. And when I call a joint, feel free to move it a bit to bring consciousness into the joint. And then from the knees, we're going to go into the big pelvis. Okay, and like that. You can keep moving the knees if you like and moving the pelvis a little bit, especially obviously the head of the femur in the hip joint, because that's where the joint is. Okay, and then go and move your lower back. The junction, the connection, it's going to be a tiny little movement. Actually, circling it might be the best. So you know how our spine actually sit on the sacrum because it's part of the spine truly, but it sits on it. Before that, it's all that part of the spine that does not move because it's all fused. So we don't see it so much as the spine, okay? And then from here, we're going to move all of our vertebrae. And so that has us rounding up and coming back. And you know this movement, baby cat cow. And then in the front, that will have us thinking about our rib cage, our sternum that attaches the front of the rib cage together. So moving all of this. And then rising a little bit more, you are going to find your clavicle bone. So playing, and that's being attached to your shoulder. So playing with all that into that flexion and extension. It's really about awakening the body in a nice way. And then before we keep rising, let's not forget our big our shoulder blades and feeling them sliding. They're sliding over the rib cage. So noticing that. Beautiful. And again, before rising, we're going to go to the right shoulder joint, a big shoulder complex, circling it. And from this to the right elbow, that we're going to just hinge. So allow the hands to hang out, the arms, forearms to hang out from it. To the wrist, and you might want to just flick the wrist to the fingers, and that will have you moving with so many joints in the fingers. So moving the hands, in a very playful way. And then we're going to create a wave. We haven't done a wave in a long time. So trying to create a wave. So keeping your shoulder blades stable and trying to play with a flowiness through the arms, running through the joints. And you can have it low, you don't have to have it too high up. And keep with it and just allow it to rise, making sure your shoulders is not hugging your ear as you do so. Beautiful. And release. Then we're going to go and repeat the same work on the left side. So we had left it to the clavicle bone on the shoulder blades, rolling that shoulder complex here, both sides. And then from the shoulder, we're going to go to the hinge, the joint, the elbow. Go. That's it. And from the elbow to the wrist. And I'm hinging as well. So I'm hinging here and I'm hinging here as well. And then to all the little joints into the hands and fingers. Beautiful. And beginning my wave on that side. So when you create that wave, let's try to be in our back body. So back of our head, back of our heart, back of our sacrum. Okay. So come and sit back of your calves as well. Okay. So really, and then connect to your shoulder blades. Okay. The two of them, even if it's only one arm's moving. And then just play here. So the shoulder blade would be like a foot, and it's steady and stable and allows the movement to flow. And you can bring it down or you can bring it up. And then add on the other one. Okay, so we don't have any music, so we can't follow a rhythm. So you can either feel the pulse that's in your energy field right now and move with this one, or just let it be very random. And releasing. Beautiful. And then from the clavicle bones, we're moving back we move the spine already, but more precisely, now we are going to move the cervical that are attached to my jaw bones while they're connected, if not attached. Moving the lower jaw from side to side. And then with a bit of help, begin to move the face. Okay, so little massage. We don't have that many joints at all in the head, but what we have, it's a lot of plates, two bones that are fused, you know. Okay, so just giving it a bit of a rub just to wake it up. Tapping if you need to. Oh, and that has us coming in full presence of the body. And hopefully it has shifted a bit your level of awareness or of awakening as awakeness more than awakening. Okay, and then I shift from side to side. And as I do, allow my hands to slide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 8, release. And I've softened it, and I just shift to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. And back to center. Big breath in and only exhale out. In when you come back. And that's 4 already. 7 and 8. Beautiful. We're going to roll the hips forward to the side, back to the side, forward. And we're really tilting for, the pelvis. Okay, forward and back here. And we're going to reverse the movement. Taking our time, the movement wants to be slow enough to be felt. Beautiful. And we're going to go back to a side body, but this time by just lifting up an arm. Earlier on, we were just sliding. 3, 4, we're halfway there. 6, 2 more, and 8, and hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it a bit more. Keep breathing, relaxing everything and releasing the jaws. And then big breath in, coming back to center. Going to have a bit of a strip because it's getting warm, but white on white is difficult. I might keep it. All right, then inhale, right arm up, and exhale, coming back. Exhale, side bend, inhale, back to center. That's 4. Good. 2 more, and remember, we're going to hold that last one that's coming. That's it. And hold, 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 hold. Big breath in, come back, and release. Beautiful. Okay, bending the knees. We're going back to twist. So earlier we were just shifting this way. Okay, so we're going to increase the twist here by just going further. Okay, so how do I go further? By taking my right hand, wrapping my chest on the left side and turning and coming back. Okay, so remember the turn is from the waist, from above, that part of the body, not from the neck, not from the shoulder. Okay? The shoulder follows the rest of the torso. Okay, we're going to hold it. Okay, hold it and take that free arm and bring it behind you. Beautiful. And hold, and hold, and hold. Beautiful. And release. Excellent. Gently coming back, feeling the work, because it looks like nothing, but we are working our core work, our core muscle. Right, so on this side now, we wrap up the chest with our opposite hand. Okay, breathing in, soft knees, and off we go. Remember, I'm turning from below, making sure you are still in the back body. So you keep a beautiful alignment, and that will help for you to go further into your twist, hence activating your muscle a bit more. Good. Last one, we hold it. And then you can extend your arm behind you. Keep breathing, keep smiling, and feeling the work. A bit more. You can even see if your arms is willing to extend a bit. And then gently, closing back. Keep your hand where it is, the left hand, and just wrap yourself up so your arms are crossed. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend forward. Arms release to the floor and letting it all go. Good. So from that posture, we're going to walk our hands away from us until we reach that high plank. Hold on, I'm too short. That's it. And then we're going to hover, pick it up, over, pick it up, over, pick it up. When you do this, think about your toes. Curl them, open the space between the toes, awaken the feet. Good. And push yourself into dog. And then walk your hands towards your feet. So opposite side. Beautiful. Take one hand underneath. So left hand underneath the left foot, right hand underneath the right foot. And then go and put pressure into your hand by pressing your feet into your hand. And as you do, if your knees are a bit bent, just open one leg at a time. Okay, so one leg bends, the other extends. We're just trying to create space for the back of the knee. Beautiful. And if you can do both twice together, do so. Crown of the head to the mat. Beautiful. Release the left hand, release the right hand. Good. Roll those little wrists. Flick them. Keep where you are. Bring those arms to shoulder level. Okay. And then soft knees. Press the feet and come back from the hip fold. Okay. So we haven't rolled the spine here. Let's do that again. Big inhale. And on the exhale, fold forward from the hips. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Big breath in and come back. Lengthen the spine and come back up, 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 and release. Okay, that has us really awakening the connection between upper body and lower body. Coming into toes pointing out, nice and wide, knees bent, and a bit of jiggle to release all tension. Because we have built tension, a contraction, from the muscles. So let's release it all. Okay. We're going to go to the floor. And you're going to understand after why I'm doing a lot of side bend and twist, because what I want to play with involve some of the twisting. So take your block in your hand, okay? And the hand, so it's basically we're going to go side to side with the block. The idea is to bring the block towards the floor, but it's not going to the floor, okay? So we're going to have, let's say, about 6 on the right side, 6 on the left side, and then we alternate them, okay? So starting now, breathing in, and on the exhale, you go down and pick yourself and keep at it. Same side. 4. So as you can imagine, your lateral core is really working hard, your lateral muscle. Beautiful. Opposite side. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. Drop the block in front of you. Let's forget the block for just one moment. Take your forearms on the right-hand side and see if you can line it with your leg. And take your left hand up. Okay, and then pass the left hand above your head. That's it. Okay. If placing the whole forearm on the floor is too much, you can come with standing onto your full arm. So that depends on you, really. You could also, sorry to say, you could also use the block as a great way to mediate the floor. Because the idea is not so much, oh, I need to go and touch the floor. The idea is, oh, I need to really open up on my left side here. Inhale and come back. Beautiful. Let's repeat this on the other side. So remember, full arm, you can be resting your forearms onto the block or going all the way down to the floor. You choose your posture, then you just land into it, and then you take your arm up. Okay, let's be there for a while. You can even look at your hands That's to the ceiling. And then very gently drop that arm to above your head. Good. And then you can keep looking up or you can look down if it's easier for you. And breathe here. Beautiful. And begin coming back. All right, take that block in your hand, but we're going to have it in front of us to start. And then again, same idea. Go to the front and come back. Down, forward, and low, and come back high up. 3, and last one. 4, and now straight down. And hold that pose. Flex the feet. Hold the pose. Again, once more, you don't have to be on the floor. You can hold it or drop your elbows to the floor if you can. The block might be a great way again, a great support. If you're using the block, don't dump your body weight on it. Otherwise, you have no more work left for the core, for the maintaining. Okay? Inhale and come back. Beautiful. So let's close the feet together, okay? And let's start that movement. I'm going to tie, sorry, I'm messing up today with my top. All right, so the movement I want us to do, that's where I said if you won't have a blanket to start, okay? I might actually do a little demo before of what we're trying to do, okay? So we would start into that half fish pose, that ardha Matsyendrasana, the half fish pose, okay? We're here. And then from there, I'm going to take that right hand and I'll be flying out to the other side and dropping my hand behind me. As I do so, my whole body unfolded and my opposite arm went free itself. And then I push myself off the ceiling, off the floor, and I arrive in chair pose. Okay, we'll have a couple of moving chair pose. And then to get out of it again, right hand goes outside the left foot. I pivot on my feet. And that's where, for a lot of us, it's important to have the blanket because not everybody has the easy control, you know. So there's, especially at the start. So you coming down and then you tidy yourself back up where we started. Okay, so when you look at it, it looks like a lot. Okay, but it's not that bad. All right, so let's organize ourselves. I'm wondering which way should I? I'm going to stitch it that way, so you might, we'll see. So come into your stick pose, Dandasana. Okay, pick up your right leg and go across. And then pick up the left knee, bend it. Okay, so we're going to the half fish pose here. You're taking your right arm across and you twist from the waist. My left arm is behind me on the floor. Okay, I'm going to be breathing in and my right arm is going to lift and open up towards the right side. As I do so, my torso is moving. It's freeing my hand. So my left hand is in the air. Okay, I uncross my leg and I plant my hand behind me. My left hand is not going to do anything else. I'm going to pick myself up and going into my chair pose. Okay, down, right hand, left arm is up. Pivot, so you really pivot on your leg. Come and sit. tidy yourself up into the half fish pose. Okay? So I'm going to have it here this way. So this is half fish pose. Wrap up, extend, wrap up, left arm behind me. Inhale, lengthen, twist from the waist, look to the side. Yeah? All right. First thing I do is I take my right hand off all that. And as I do, I allow my leg to loosen up and my arms, my opposite arm, so my left arm to fly. You see how I'm on a really loose cross-legged now? I go all the way to the back. Once I drop my right hand to the back, I come towards my feet. Then my feet are going to pivot. Yeah, child pose. Chair pose. Okay, we're going to inhale. So let me inhale and exhale, circling down. Inhale back up. And we're going to go back to chair pose. From that chair pose, my right hand is going to fall down towards the left. My left arm is up in the air. I'm going to go onto the ball of my feet to pivot and sit. It's a 360 pose. So once I have seated, I tidy myself back up into the half fish pose. Okay, so it might feel a bit discombobulating at first, you know, that because it's a winding and unwinding, and we're really going from one side to the next, you know, you see it in a way I need to move so you can see me, but it's actually a lovely transition. Okay, it's new, so be sure that you're more likely to say, I don't like that. No, but it's actually, I can even see it for myself. I've been towing it the whole week, and it's getting much easier and much more fluid because like that, my nervous system knows what I'm doing. We're going to try it on the other side because we always have a stronger side. So this time, the right leg. So let's go back actually from the stick pose. And this time it's the right leg across, and then my left leg comes underneath me, okay? Left arm extend, wrap up, and here I'm in my half fish yoga pose. Okay, from there, like we did before, we loosen up the arm that's in the front, and as the arm begin to travel to the opposite side, the whole of my organization of my legs, I let it flow and open. Yeah, my other arms has also been freed, okay? And I find my space, my left hand behind me. See, everything else is super loose now. And then I'm going to come towards my feet. I'm not going to stay on my arms, otherwise I won't be able to move. Come towards your feet and then begin to activate them so you can turn and come into your chair pose. Inhale, exhale, circling. Inhale up, circling up. Exhale down into the chair pose. Okay. And this time, left hand goes towards the right foot. Right arm is in the air somewhere. It could be on your back. And then, look, I'm lifting my heel off. My heels are completely off the floor. I'm going to pivot, 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 pivot to come and sit. And I'm going to finish tidying myself up. Yeah, good practice. Good practice to engage the whole body, I think. Anyway, so that's the idea. We're going to let it drop because sometimes when we do it too much, it gets confusing. We have to trust that the body can integrate without us thinking too hard. in those kind of circumstances, the brain and the thinking process is a far more of a hindrance because we think too hard and we don't allow the body to actually do what it can do. You know, so that's what I want to say anyway. Right, so we're going to do another little practice, gentle practice. And like that, we'll try it one more time after this and we can let go of the day. So coming onto your back with your knees into your chest, breathing in, arms are going to rest behind you, palms up toward the ceiling. Okay, and you're going to pick up your legs. And we're simply going to circle. So feet together, feet walk away. Feet together, walk, circle away, and come back to center. So we are keeping really that coordination of lower half and the upper body through the torso, changing the direction of your circle. Good. Okay, coming back, and this time you're going to have the feet going in the same direction together. So circling, small circle, and the feet are going in the same direction, so they never meet. So we started left, okay, couple more, and then going right. That's it. And that will have you moving a bit. You're going to find that your lower back is getting a bit of a massage. Good. And going back to the left and make the circle a bit bigger. Remember, you can pause at any time you like. And reversing. And the circle is still a big circle here. Beautiful. Couple more. And release, bending the knees and giving your chest leg to rest on the floor. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Grab the knees, hug them into your chest. Lift your head and then massage yourself by rolling from side to side. Allow yourself to fall. Poof, into that fetus pose. It's a lovely pose to be in. Big release. And gently from here, taking your right hand on the floor, pushing, and that will get you back up. Okay? And we're going to go back to the stick pose and see what we can do for the last time with that transition, which is really from the half fish pose to a chair. Okay, so which is quite incredible because we are sitting on the floor and suddenly we are standing on our two legs. We're sitting in a twist and then we are standing on a homolateral pose. So let's have fun with this. Okay, so let's start with our right leg. Doesn't matter really. Right leg, come across. So I'm going to bend my bottom legs. Okay, and inhale. Whoop, lengthen, and I reach, sorry, opposite leg, arm, and then go across. Okay, and I'm going to stay there here in my little half fish. Okay, my hands is behind me, resting. Then I'm going to free my left arm. And it's going to go across, across. And I'm loosening up my legs. Remember to loosen up the legs. Once my hands is behind, resting on the floor, okay, I'm going to come, my right hand is in the sky, somewhere in the ceiling, and I come up into chair. into my chair. I breathe in and circle down. And I breathe in again and circle up. Exhaling, right hand goes to, no, left hand goes to the right. Okay. And from here, I'm moving so much, I'm getting confused. I turn and come and sit and finish in my pose. Good, and release. Okay, undoing the whole of it and coming back to, so let's go this time with, sometimes I get confused, my left and my right. Yeah, this way. Okay, so top leg is the left, extending the arm is the right, and it goes around it. Then I begin to bring my torsion, really. My left hand is on the floor behind me. I'm going to go and fly my right arm all the way behind me. That's going to have my left hand flying away. I'm loosening up my legs. I find the floor behind me with my right hand, and I'm just going to turn into my chair. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Circling up on the inhale and exhaling into the chair. Right hands to left foot, left hands in the air, pick up your heel, pivot, and twist. And release. Sorry, I didn't go all the way. And then we finish where we started, back to the half fish. Good. So that's it. If your mind was a little bit tired before, I hope I haven't loaded all up too much, but this is a practice to be really revisiting, and you will see how much you gain fluency with it, which is fun. All right, I'm going to turn off that recording.